Hello children, good morning and welcome back to my virtual classroom. This week again I'm going to take your social studies video session and I hope you like it. And don't forget children to watch all the videos which we are making for you, because it is going to help you in your studies so that you get knowledge and your classroom knowledge gets brushed up with the help of these videos. I hope you all are hale and hearty, healthy, wealthy, enjoying at home. But also remember that we have time to study, time to play and time for everything. So today I'm going to talk about the physical divisions part 2. We have already done part 1 in our first term video and I hope everybody has watched that. This time we are going to talk about furthermore the divisions of our earth or the division of our country. India Physical Divisions Part 2. Let's talk about it. Now, the first thing I'm going to talk about is the desert region. Let's have a look at the video which I have in store for you. The climate of desert. The hot region, that desert is a hot region which remains hot and dry throughout the year. In summers, the nights are cold and the days are very hot. In winters, the days are warm and the nights are very, very cold because, as it is winter. There is very little or scanty rainfall in this particular area because it is connected with the Aravalli Hills in the direction of rain-bearing winds and are not able to stop the winds which are coming from the outer region. In the deserts, wind shifts sand from one place to the other and makes sand dunes, small hills of sand. Sometimes strong winds also keep on blowing in these places and they are known as sandstorms and they have a lot of great speed. They run at a greater pace. The winds cause great damage to the soil. The top soil becomes eroded and it becomes drought. Due to the soil erosion or the drought, the large area of desert is dry and barren. You know that there is no vegetation, absolutely just zero in this area. There is no vegetation. Trees do not grow. The climate is very hot and dry and it rains very little, children. It absolutely rains in a very scanty manner. It has scattered bushes, you can see, thorny shrubs at some places palm. Babool also can be found, palm trees, babool trees, cactus and thorny kikars. Kikar trees are also found at this place. These plants require a lot of heat, that is why they grow here. The farmers grow wheat, gram, jowar and bajra on their fields, and with the help of the government, the river or the water has been provided to these areas. Water is, however, found at some places in the desert. It is found in the place in the manner of pools, and it is also found, streams are also found, then ponds are found, and very important natural source of water is oasis. Oasis is found in this region, children, and you can also see vegetation happens within this area where oasis is found. It is a fertile spot in a desert. Most of the villagers in deserts, they reside near the oasis so that, they can have basic necessities of their lives. Children, one very important part of desert area is water supply. The water supply here is done by the government. You can also see Indira Gandhi Nehar Pariyojana. This started in the month of April 2018, where they filled in this canal. And this canal helps the people of Rajasthan to take water, fill in water and fill in their basic requirement of their life. This Indira Gandhi or the Rajasthan canal helps the people of Rajasthan to take lots of water and fill in or complete their basic requirements of water in those areas. Alright children, the coastal plains. Let's talk about the coastal plains. India has been blessed with a very long coastline. India has a long coastline and it begins from the Gulf of Kutch and ends at the West Bengal. Starting from the Gulf of Kutch in the western coastal, these are the western coastal plains. It moves southwards to the borders of Maharashtra and then it goes ultimately and reaches at the place. It comes down to Kanyakumari, which is the southernmost tip, and this part of coastline is along the Arabian Sea and the Western Ghats. This is the western coastal plain which comes in between the Western Ghats and the Arabian Sea. From Kanyakumari, the coast moves northwards and reaches up to West Bengal, and this part of the coastline is along the Bay of Bengal. And this part, children, is known as the Eastern Coastal Plain. This part is the Western Coastal Plain. This part is the Eastern Coastal Plain. Eastern Coastal Plain. Let me show you. See, children. Here in this part, can you see the green part? This green part is the Western Ghat. In this Western Ghat, just in the borders, here in the borders lies the Western Coastal Plains. Western Ghats, near the borders they have Western Coastal Plains, and it is between the Arabian Sea and the Western Ghats. Now, Western Ghats and Eastern Ghats, they are lying here just across the near to the borders, and to the borders they have the coastal plains. This side we have Eastern Coastal Plains, which starts from Kanyakumari and extends to the west of Bengal. Now, west of Bengal, Bay of Bengal and Eastern Ghats divide it into two, and in this division it has the Eastern Coastal Plains. Here resides the Eastern Coastal Plains, and they are just not an approximate length, but 6,100 kilometers. Right from here it starts and goes up till the West Bengal, children. Now, Kanyakumari is the southernmost tip of the Indian mainland. Such a long coastline is very helpful for our country because fishing is done, seaports are here, and all the fishing particles, all the ports are residing near the areas. Many seaports have been developed along the coasts. Now, children, when we talk about the Western Coastal Plains, like I told you, it starts from Gujarat, then ends at Kanyakumari. It lies between Western Ghats, like I said, to the Arabian Sea. It can be divided into three parts, children. Western Coastal Plains can be divided into three parts. That is the Gujarat coast, the Konkan coast and the Malabar coast. The Gujarat coast. It is in the northern part. It lies between the Gulf of Kutch and the Gulf of Khambat. Gulf of Kutch and Gulf of Khambat. It lies between the two gulfs. Then second part is the Konkan coast. The Konkan coast lies in the middle part, this part. And the Malabar coast lies here. The middle part of the Western Coastal Plain, that is the Konkan coast, starts from Gulf of Khambat and stretches up to Goa. This portion from here till here, right from Gulf of Khambat up till Goa. To warn the ships and fishing boats, many lighthouses beacons have been built here. Mumbai, India's biggest port, is located in the Konkan coast. It is located here in the Konkan coast. The Konkan coast is rich in oil deposits. The southern part of the Western Coastal Plain is the Malabar coast. It is between Goa and Kanyakumari. Small and shallow saltwater lakes are the beauty of this area. We can call them backwaters or the lagoons. These lagoons are connected to each other by canals. Kochi is the most important seaport of the Malabar coast. It is the most important port. Now, when we talk about the Eastern Coastal Plains, children, Eastern Coastal Plains begin from West Bengal in the north and stretches up till Kanyakumari. You can see here the red line. It passes through the coastal areas of Odisha, Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, and lies between Eastern Ghats, the blue parts, right now the green parts, and the Bay of Bengal. The Eastern Coastal Plain is wider than the Western Coastal Plain. It is broader and wider. Okay, you must have heard about the Coromandel coast and the Northern Sircars. The northern part of the Eastern Coastal Plain is called the Northern Sircars. Here, this is known as the Northern Sircars, and The basic part is known as the Coromandel coast. Rivers like Kaveri, Krishna, Godavari, Mahanadi flow from their deltas along the eastern coastal plains. These deltas are very fertile, children. It is very helpful for vegetation, and it is called the rice bowls of India. Kolkata, Chennai, Paradweep and Vishakhapatnam are the important seaports in the eastern coastal plains. And yes, children, Chennai becomes one of the largest ports of India, which is situated in this place. Plus, the most important or the important crops are sugarcane, cotton, tobacco, which are grown in this part of India. So I hope you understood this. Children, please go through this video. It will help you more in your studies, especially in this India physical divisions. God bless you. Stay safe, stay healthy. Bye-bye, beta. Take care.